Wild Online World points out that technology isn't just revolutionizing education.
Okay.
It's also fostering creativity and self-expression in amazing ways.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've seen the rise of all these platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and they've given young people these incredible tools to express themselves creatively, to share their ideas with the world.
It's like they have this global stage at their fingertips.
It really is.
And while the source does mention the pressure to present like a perfect online persona,
Yeah, that's a real concern.
it also emphasizes those positive aspects, right?
Right.
Self-expression, community building.
For sure. Because for some young people, especially those who might be introverted or socially anxious, these online platforms can actually be empowering.
It's interesting, yeah.
They provide a safe space to connect with others who share their interests.
And to build relationships without the pressure of, face-to-face interaction.
Exactly. It can be a game changer for them.
It's not just about broadcasting yourself.
Right.
It's about finding your tribe, finding where you belong in this vast digital world.
It's about finding your people.
Exactly. And speaking of connecting with others, technology has totally revolutionized the way we build and maintain relationships.
Oh, without a doubt.
The source brings up video calls,
Oh, yeah.
which are so common now.
Well, everywhere.
We can stay connected with loved ones who are far away, bridging those geographical distances in ways that were just unimaginable a few decades ago.
It's amazing.
Like we can have these face-to-face conversations with people across continents,
I know. It's mind-blowing.
sharing experiences and emotions in real time.
It's incredible.
And it's not just personal relationships either.
Oh.
Think about businesses, organizations.
Okay.
Technology enables seamless global collaboration. Teams can work on projects, share ideas, make decisions, all regardless of where they're physically located.
The possibilities are endless.
It's like the world is shrinking,
Yeah, it really is.
becoming more interconnected.
I'd say.
And while the source acknowledges that, this increased connectivity can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming,
Sure, it can be a lot.
it also emphasizes the potential for greater understanding and empathy.
That's such an important point.
By connecting with people from different cultures, backgrounds,
Oh.
we can broaden our horizons, challenge our preconceived notions,
Right.
and ultimately build a more inclusive and understanding world.
That's the dream, right?
That's the hope, yeah.
Using technology to connect and understand each other better.
Exactly. And it's not just about connecting with people, it's about accessing information and resources from all over the globe.
True.
While Online World talks about how technology is being used to provide healthcare services to remote areas,
Wow.
connect farmers with markets, empower communities with, access to education and financial services.
It's really incredible how technology can bridge that gap
It is.
between those who have and those who don't, creating opportunities where they didn't exist before.
So while we often hear about the negative aspects of technology, it's important to remember that it can also be this powerful force for good.
Absolutely. A force for positive change.
And it's up to us, particularly this digitally native generation, to harness that potential.
Yes. To use technology to make the world a better place.
To create a better future for ourselves.
Right.
And for generations to come.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the good stuff, or the positives of technology, especially for young people.
Yeah, the potential is huge.
But like we mentioned, Wild Online World doesn't just focus on the sunshine and rainbows.
Right. It's not all rosy.
There are definitely some concerns raised, and it would be, kind of irresponsible of us to ignore those.
Absolutely. We need to address the whole picture.
One of the biggest concerns is the potential for technology to become, addictive.
Yeah, that's a big one.
The source talks about how our brains are wired to respond to notifications, likes, all that digital feedback.
Oh, yeah, the dopamine hits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it can create this cycle where we're constantly chasing that next hit,
I know what you mean.
leading to way too much screen time and this feeling of being tethered to our devices.
Right, like you can't put your phone down.
And the source uses this term, digital dementia,
Wow.
to describe the potential cognitive effects of, overusing technology.
That's kind of scary.
It is, right? It argues that relying so much on devices to store information, to do calculations for us, it might actually weaken our own cognitive abilities.
Like we're not using our brains as much.
Exactly. And this is something we really need to be mindful of, especially for young people.
Yeah, their brains are still developing.
And then there's the whole social comparison thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one, too.
The pressure to present this perfect online persona.
It's like everyone's trying to outdo each other with the perfect photos, the perfect
And the
captions.
source points out that this constant exposure to, curated images, idealized lives, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, even depression.
Yeah, because it's not real life.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
creates these unrealistic expectations.
Right, and it makes it hard for young people to develop a healthy sense of self-worth.
And it's not just about self-esteem. The source also mentions cyberbullying
Oh, right.
and the negativity that can breed online.
Yeah, the anonymity of the internet can make people say and do things they would never do in person.
It can be really hurtful.
It can, and it's a serious problem.
So it's this double-edged sword, right?
Hmm.
Technology can connect us with people all over the world,
Right.
but it can also create spaces where negativity and hate can thrive.
It's so important for young people to develop those critical thinking skills.
Definitely. They need to be able to navigate these online spaces safely and responsibly.
Absolutely. Media literacy is key.
Being able to analyze and evaluate the information you encounter online.
It's not enough to just passively consume content anymore.
Right. We need to question sources, identify biases, figure out what's fact and what's fiction.
Those are essential skills for anyone in the digital age.
So to wrap things up, technology is this powerful force, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
It's shaping our world in profound ways.
For sure.
And we've talked about both the incredible potential and the legitimate concerns.
The good and the bad.
The key takeaway here, balance.
Balance, yes. And mindful engagement.
The source doesn't say ditch all technology.
No, it's not about that.
It's about harnessing its power for good.
Right, using it wisely.
While being aware of the risks.
And taking steps to, minimize those risks.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Yeah, where technology enhances our lives without taking over.
Exactly. And as our deep dive into wild online world has shown, that's a journey we're all on together.
It is. We're all figuring it out as we go.
Navigating this complex, ever-evolving digital landscape.
And it's constantly changing.